I'm Lyn Chin, owner of Side Beat in Astoria. We're on 36th Avenue between 36th and 37th Street, right next to Kaufman Studios, and you're watching Going Local NYC.
Tell us a little bit about the business and yourself.
So my name is Lyn Chin. I opened up Side Beat December 1st, so not too long ago. The idea was to incorporate a lot of the small startup, like small batch makers that usually sell at fairs during the holiday. Since it wasn't safe for a lot of those fairs to operate, I was concerned about a lot of these people losing their income that they normally make over the holiday. So I opened up this space mainly for small batch makers and like local artists and startups.
As you said, you opened up recently this past December, but were you operating any sort of like version of this before?
A version of this, yeah. I used to own another store, and because of COVID and needing like more shopping space, we decided to just split up stores. And so we could have our own individual spaces that offer more room for people to shop.
Right. So what is your favorite aspect of owning a business?
Two things. I think because this retail store focuses a lot on the small batch makers and startup companies. So it's like being on this journey with these brands. And then the other thing about having a brick and mortar space is just really about being part of the community, especially now when you barely get to see people's faces and have a conversation with people. It's like that platform or like space for people to come in and just like do their retail therapy.
Right. So yeah, touching more on like the community. What is special about this neighborhood? We're in Astoria right now.
Astoria is pretty amazing. We're very Astoria strong, especially in the retail community. We do have Shop Small Astoria, which is not a huge organization. It's one person who looks out for all of our retail businesses. Everybody's super supportive, and they've been really supportive of like startups and small batch makers. So it's a very multicultural neighborhood. Everybody's represented here, so it's just a very vibrant community. So it's really hard to choose, but I have some of my favorite pieces here. This artwork, they're called Nudes Art, and it is a local. Her name is Sharon Spell. This particular piece is made out of recycled Coca-Cola cans. So I just think it goes with our like eco-friendly mission that we're trying to project at the store. Here we have Cone Incense, which I mentioned earlier, but these are made by two local aromatherapists and massage therapists, so they really know their recipes. So we have three different of their incense recipes here. This is a staple. Goodbye Dirty Butthole is a staple soap that we've had from the beginning. It's all natural, and it's just really funny. People even want to come just buy the soap for the label. I think it's hilarious. The clay offers a bunch of different bath soaks, but this is my favorite one because it's milky. It's a all-natural coconut and lavender bath milk. We have made in Long Island City, Saluco, which is a drink infuser. You can infuse any liquid, but if you're going to infuse it with alcohol, it does come with monk fruit sweetener. So the idea is you are having a healthier cocktail. And then this beast of a candle here is the Quarantine Love collection from Paige's Candle, and she collaborated with AJ the Awful. Those are both two local women, and the scents just permeate the air, and you have true artwork on a candle that you can just save this bottle forever and always have a piece of art. So these are some of my favorites. It's really hard to choose, but here's some to feature that you might be interested in. So we've got two shop-in-shops in our store. One of them is Margie's Special Vintage. She is local, and she did a pop-up here when we first opened. It was very successful, so she curates a little section of vintage clothing. We also have another shop-in-shop from Golden Lab Bookshop. He's based in Jackson Heights, but he's online only, so he curates a little section of books that are written by people of color, very femme empowerment books. It's a really good curation. Plus some children's books as well. Cooking books, of course, because that's my thing, to go along with our local food section. So we have like made in Astoria, made in Long Island City products here. If we move on this way, there's some beauty products, men's hats. This is one of my favorite totes right now. Joanne by Lyn. She's a small batch maker. She's a couture designer, but actually moved on to doing some other products like masks and things during pandemic. Home goods here. One of my favorites are cone, Incense. There's 3 different recipes here, and they are 2 women that are massage therapists and aromatherapists based here in Astoria. Got some candles, and when we come into this area, it's our thrift, which is our consignment clothing, shoes, accessories with the neighborhood. So I don't bring in a lot of new clothing so that we work on more slow fashion, sustainability, and we also encourage people to have their goods altered next door. So brings us back here. We have a pretty great selection of jewelry. People kind of rave about that. And then back here we also have some more made in Astoria. Parchment card is a guy here. He started this over quarantine, and his concept is to do greeting cards targeted or focused for men, so that men can figure out a way to communicate without having to go to the store and get a super girly card, because that's what it seems like greeting card market is right now. So I have parchment card. We also have About a Cloud. She's local as well. We carry her Spanish cards, and yeah, some other small batch makers. So that's side B.